You're about to find out why the vacuum sitting in your closet right now was probably designed to fail, and how to make sure the next one you buy outlives your phone, your laptop, and maybe even your car. Here's the uncomfortable truth. When surveys ask people how long their vacuum actually lasted before it wheezed out, died, or got shoved in a corner and replaced, the answer keeps landing somewhere around 8 years for a decent machine, and closer to 2 or 3 for the cheap ones. You've probably lived this. You buy a vacuum. It feels powerful for about a season, then the suction fades, the roller stops spinning, the hose cracks, and one day it just quits. And when you go to fix it, you find out the part you need isn't sold, isn't replaceable, or costs more than the whole machine did. That's not bad luck, that's design. Most vacuums under $200 are built as throwaway items. The brush roller is press-fit into the head, so you can't swap it. The hose isn't a replacement part, it's molded into the body. And the motor pulls dirt straight through itself, so every year of dust slowly grinds it down. You're not buying a tool, you're renting one, and the rental period is about 2 years. Quick note before we start. I've put every model, current price, and the full maintenance routine into my complete vacuum buying and care guide, and it's linked right in the description below. Go check it out. So let's fix that permanently. These are the 5 vacuums you can buy that are actually built to last. Not 5 years, but 10, 15, in some cases 20. I'm ranking them from the most affordable and accessible up to the one that independent repair shops literally call unkillable. Stick around for number 2 because it's the one professional cleaners quietly buy for themselves, and number 1 because its motor is tested to outlast the house you'll use it in. Number 5. Shark, the one that proves you don't have to spend a fortune. Let's start where most of you actually shop. Shark isn't an heirloom brand, and I'm not going to pretend it is. But here's what you need to know. In large reliability surveys, Shark's corded models consistently score well, and owners report some of the highest satisfaction in their category. The key word there is corded. If you buy a corded Shark, something like the Stratos or a Navigator liftaway, you're skipping the single biggest killer of modern vacuums, which is the battery. No battery means nothing degrades on a timer. What makes a Shark last is that the parts you'll actually wear out, the brush roll, the filters, the belts, are sold, cheap, and easy to find while the model is on the market. You can pop the head, clear a tangle, rinse a filter, and keep going. Treat one well, and you'll get a solid 5 to 8 years out of it, which is genuinely impressive for the money. It won't hit the 20-year mark, but it's the vacuum you buy when you want reliability without remortgaging anything. And it's the one I'd hand a college kid or a first apartment without a second thought. Number 4. Makita 18-volt LXT, the cordless that beats the cordless problem. Here's the thing about cordless vacuums you need to understand before you spend a dime. Every cordless stick vacuum on Earth has a built-in death clock, and it's the lithium battery. It doesn't matter how good the motor is, in 3 to 5 years that battery holds less and less charge, and on most cordless vacuums, replacing it is either impossible or absurdly expensive. That's why cordless sticks have the shortest lifespan of any vacuum type. Makita found the loophole. Their cordless vacuums run on the exact same swappable 18-volt battery packs that power their drills, saws, and every other tool on a job site. So when the battery finally fades, you don't throw the vacuum away. You snap in a fresh pack that costs a fraction of a new machine, and you're back to full power. The vacuum itself is built to contractor standards, which means it's designed to get dropped, dragged, and abused for years. In reliability rankings, Makita quietly sits at the top of the cordless pile. If you want the convenience of cordless without buying a disposable product every 4 years, this is the only honest way to do it. And if you already own Makita tools, those batteries you have in the garage right now already fit. Number 3. Riccar, the one built in a factory, not a marketing department. Now we cross into buy-it-for-life territory, and Riccar is the name most people have never heard. That's not an accident. They don't spend on flashy ads. They sell through independent vacuum shops. Riccar builds serious, serviceable uprights, many of them assembled in the United States, out of metal and real components, instead of the brittle plastic that snaps on cheaper machines. The whole philosophy here is different. On a throwaway vacuum, when one part fails, the machine is done. On a Riccar, every wearing part, the belt, the brush roll, the filters, the bearings, is designed to be pulled out and replaced by a technician or by you. That's the entire secret to a vacuum lasting decades. Not that nothing ever wears out, but that everything that wears out can be swapped. Owners routinely run these 15 years and beyond, and the local shop that sold it to you will still have parts for it. If you have carpet, pets, and a house you plan to stay in, this is the one that becomes a background fact of your life instead of a recurring purchase. Number 2. Cibo, the machine professionals buy for their own homes. If you've ever been in a hotel, a hospital, or an office that's serious about clean floors, there's a good chance a Cibo was doing the work. These are German-built, commercial-grade machines, and here's the number that matters. Cibo tests their motors to around 2,000 hours of use. To put that in human terms, if you vacuum your home a couple of times a week, you'd need something like 40 years to wear that motor out. That's not a typo. Cibo runs on a bagged system, which does something clever. The debris goes into the bag, not through the motor. Cheap vacuums pull dirt straight past the motor and let it grind away. Cibo protects the one part you can't easily replace. Everything else is built for a service network. The hose is a standard replacement. The brush roll pops out. The seals are sold. Many models come with a 7-year warranty, and owners regularly push them well past 15 and 20 years. This is the machine you buy when you're done buying vacuums. The reason it's not number 1 is purely that it's a specialist tool. Number 1 does everything Cibo does and adds the best filtration you can put in a home. Number 1. Miele Complete C3, the vacuum tested to outlive your house. This is the one. The Miele Complete C3 is a German canister vacuum, and Miele does something almost no other manufacturer will. They test their motors to 1,000 hours of operation before a single unit ships. For a household that vacuums a couple of times a week, that works out to roughly 20 years of use. And that's the tested floor, not the ceiling. Walk into any independent vacuum shop and ask, and they'll tell you the same thing. They see C3s coming in for their first service at 10, 12, 15 years old, still running like the day they were sold. Why does it last when others don't? Everything is engineered around longevity. The sealed bag system routes dust away from the motor. The air-clean HEPA filtration captures 99.99% of particles, which matters enormously if you have allergies or pets, and traps that dust instead of spraying it back into your air. And critically, every component is a serviceable, replaceable part backed by a real parts network. This is a machine designed to be repaired for decades, not thrown away when the first thing breaks. Yes, the sticker price will make you flinch, but run the math the way that actually matters. A $150 vacuum that dies every 3 years costs you more per year, and more in landfill, and more in frustration than a Miele that runs for 20. You're not paying more. You're paying once. If you buy one vacuum in the next decade and you never want to think about this problem again, this is the one that ends the conversation. So here's what all 5 have in common, and it's the real lesson of this whole video. Every vacuum built to last shares 3 traits. The parts that wear out can be replaced. The motor is protected instead of exposed, and there's no battery quietly counting down to 0. The moment you know that, you stop shopping for suction numbers and start shopping for the things that actually keep a machine alive. Cheap suction is easy. Longevity is engineering. And whichever one you pick, my complete vacuum guide gives you the exact maintenance routine that keeps it running for decades. It's the easiest link you'll click today. The link is down in the description. If this changed how you think about that vacuum in your closet, do me a favor and hit the like button. It genuinely helps this reach other people who are tired of replacing the same appliance every couple of years. And I want to hear from you in the comments. Are you Team Miele, Team Cibo, or Team Makita? Tell me which one fits your house. And if you want more videos that cut through the marketing and tell you what's actually worth your money, subscribe and stick around. Because the most expensive vacuum isn't the one with the biggest price tag. It's the cheap one you have to buy again and again and again.